and cry. Crash, crash, bye bye. Stack my coins, my wallet fly. High, high, high. DJ, it's nasty, watch me move. Nasty, nasty, move. DJ, it's nasty, watch me move. Nasty, nasty, move. To feel we can not together, 'cause there's no light. Oh, nasty, nasty.
That girl dog. I saw what you put on there. You suck. I thought it was very funny. That was very witty. That was a good one.
You know it does. Tease the dip, I played the game. Hold on slow, I stack so fine.
Join me, everybody, if you would, if you don't mind, for the nightly ringing of the cowbell. Brother Jimmy, will you do the honors? Why, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Brother Jimmy. It was my pleasure. Elvis loves you. Whenever you don't feel like you know what the right thing is to do in your life, what you need to do, you put on them blue suede shoes and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, brother. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the weirdest ass crypto technical analysis show on the whole YouTube universe channel. What universe? Without further ado, oh shoot, we got to turn the lights on. You ready, Road Dog? Okay. Without further ado, the turkey. You ain't got no clothes on. I mean, you ain't got no suit jacket on. Screw it, huh? Alrighty. Road Dog says screw it.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
I forgot to get dressed for the show. Oh my gosh, I feel exposed. I don't feel as glittery or as vibrant. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Crypto Road Dog, sitting here watching Bitcoin on the slower time frame. Oh gosh, it threw you off, didn't it? It's like, oh. We'll get to the 1 minute. I promise you'll recognize that. But right now, Bitcoin. I'll draw yourself to a little attention over here to the 6 hour. It is betwixt the 5 and the 7. We went right slap dab in the middle with the 6. Look at old standard 6er there. Yeah. Say something bad about it. I dare you'll piss off a lot of people. All right, so right here, we got a little green dot printing there. We got some money flow in the green. You can see it down here, but more importantly, you can see it peeking out right here on this VMC market cipher clone indicator, whatever, on TradingView. The things are starting to look positive here on the 6 hour. We can have a little push of momentum here on the weekend. Is it going to be a big push? I'm not so sold it's going to be a big push. I'm seeing some slants here. I don't see the strength. That's always what I'm kind of seeing. Too bad, but it could get better, or it could get worse, or it could go in between. But we do have some nice green candles starting to form after we found another touchdown to this 236 Fibonacci area, on which on the bigger picture, if we keep holding this area, I'm feeling très bullish. Also here on the funky 6 hour time frame, below this little line, I'm not going to move it, there is a 200 moving average, which we just touched down and tapped on it perfectly. We said, gave it a nice little big old sloppy kiss on the cheek, maybe. I don't know. That's just a little, maybe it's a little peck. I don't know. I wasn't there. It is not my place to report on the intimacies of candle touchings and moving averages in those moments. But we just see the results, which was like, oh shoot, I gotta get away from you. And then here we are, running back into the arms of the 50 and the 9. We've already jumped over, what is it, the 5? Is that, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so we're making some progress, but there is still some resistance ahead. But there's also this little 21 moving average over here, hanging around 107,000. And now I post in the test. You can't say post. I posted in the group earlier my ideas. But I was looking, and for several other reasons, not just because of that, for around the $107.5 thousand area. God, we finally got it out. Why is that so hard? 107K and a half area right in there is areas where I can been seeing a lot of resistance, and that's where I think that we can at least get up to. I don't know if we're going to get further than that before we come back down for something. I don't know, but I can at least, from what I'm seeing in the charts, that we can do that and possibly do it this weekend, falling into that old narrative that the algorithm has changed here with the market makers for a little while. They switch it up every once in a while, and let me go to the daily. We should probably talk about this again. So are we on the daily? Why does it look so weird? Maybe it looks better over here. No. Why does this seem like it's not? Okay, so seems like start beginning like the end of May there. Wednesdays, there's kind of a little shift, and we're starting to see a little bit more bullish activity. Let me make sure everything is on over here. Something just doesn't sound right. So we're having a little bit more bullish activity on the weekends, and I don't think it's all authentic, right? I think it's just a shift. They're trying to entice people to come in on the weekends, I believe, their little game. But they've been dumping us on Wednesdays, right? And we talked about this before. Here was Wednesday the 29th, and that's when we kind of started our little downhill decline, and then this was another Wednesday right here. So they dumped us down, and then we got pumped up that week, and then they started dumping us down again on that Wednesday. And then here is our last Wednesday when we were at the top, and then that started dumping us down. If I go over to my candles, you probably see it's a red candle. So you see the red candles here. Did I get the right day? They started on Tuesdays. Actually, there. I think on mine, it was actually more of a bullish day on that day. Depends on how you look at that. But there's a tendency for that to be happening lately, and they kind of seem to be wanting to entice us to buy altcoins on the weekends, so that they can sell those also to us on those big old dump days. And on Fridays, last Friday, that was, or was it Thursday? Thursday, that was the end of it. We came back for a double dipper down there on a negative Friday, a bummer Friday day, right? And then over the weekend, they bumped us up. And then Thursday, we started repeating a little bit of that too, coming down. And then we bottomed out so far yesterday. And today, we're not there yet. We were kind of recovered from that. Amazing how that kind of freaking works, isn't it? And so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little pump action over the weekend here on this particular time frame. Is that music too loud? Here on this particular time frame, this Ichimoku cloud behind me looks very healthy, and as though she would like to support us on our little journey to further upside. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying we're getting ready to pump to the heavens this weekend. I would just be skeptical that they would pump us up before they wanted to, come and take that money back again. So let me get rid of a few lawns here. We'll come down to a smaller time frame, get a few other ideas here. I'm not liking what I got here on this particular chart. Let me say hello to everybody hanging out with me tonight. How are you guys doing? What do you guys think about this crazy, crazy market? Let me say hello to everybody. There is Soul. How's it going, Soul? Got the first words up there. All right. Hey, then we got Gator. Hey, Gator's first. Hey, Gator. Marcus Aurelius III. And we got Kelly. How's it going, Kelly? There's Haven. Hey, guys, I think my altcoins are going up. A few moments later, Ave. Ave is the new admin over here. I don't know if he realized it yet, but I thought he already was. I thought he already was. But I've retitled the little Astro area over here in our little trading community. Can I get it? Can we see it better over here this way? I retitled it to Ave's Astro Area 51, and there was a little dancing alien over there at some point. It was on my phone anyway. I love what he's posting over here. This is cool to me. This is really cool. I love that stuff. Shout out to Ave. All right. I almost got sidetracked again, didn't I? Ave says, like this song, brick by brick. Yeah, that's my new ones tonight. I'm getting lost over here. Ave says, LFG! What token is that? I'm kidding. God Spider 24, how's it going, brother? Hey, Rod Dog, want another picture tomorrow? Z? Another picture? Another picture? Sure. I don't know what we're talking about, but okay. Bro was naked. Well, bro forgot to. I usually have a jacket on, and I forgot all about it before the stream. I got involved with all the other new stuff and getting the music ready. So we're just in our little, what's this guy's name? Baby Yoda shirt and an old sweatshirt. Yeah. No fancy suit and tie tonight, fellas. You'll just have to take me as in my sporty look, my casual gear. What's it shaking with you, OG? What? Make sure I'm not missing any of the chat over here. Make sure I'm trying to say hello to everybody here. We got 17 people hanging out. Good to see you. And if you happen to be lurking and not saying anything, welcome to the show. Just chill out, hang out with us, man. That's cool. If you feel like chatting or saying hi, that is also welcome anytime. Warm candle is good. Stay happy now. A bit loud, but your place is it a little bit loud? No, I need to turn it down. Cut it down just a little bit there. Let's see what kind of feedback we get. All right, well, let's take a look at the market and what's going on a little bit with Bitcoin here. We've been holding this area for so long, about 36 days, 37 days, a long time, staying above this red line. Dip below it scared everybody. Oh my God, it's over. It scared me too. I guess we're coming to the next one. And the next one's like at 97, right? And then areas around 93, 94. And those are probably some common area numbers you're hearing from a lot of people with different systems that they use. But I'm looking. I want to watch this, because if we do come up here and to our high, our previous high, right here, and we start going above that, that might be the beginning of our God candle right there. Because it's rare that we would get a push off here, but we are at the point in the market, in the cycle, we're past the point. This is where it would happen. So we don't want to miss out on that. And they will try to fool us and everything else. So we don't want to be we don't want to get bearish right now. This is the worst time to get bearish. Worst time possible to get bearish. And it'll be, look, it's a double top. It's distribution. It's going down. I don't think so, but if it does, then we're looking about 94,000, just right under 100,000. But we have not been able to even break past 100,000. That says so much right there, where we came down to and touched. Now we might, I'm not doubting that we wouldn't ever come back down here. But and this could be viewed as a bear flag. I am sure a lot of people are looking at that as being a bear flag. So there's an argument. 360 moving average here on the 4 hours, also down at that area. That's kind of noteworthy. If we get rejected here, bear flag, I could see us putting the brakes on over here, and hoping we do. if we don't, then that puts us in danger if that situation were to happen, a bear flag situation for a lower low. Now that would be a cause of concern. I mean, just that, we're losing some momentum here in this market. Not that the bull run's over, although, it could lead to that. Early signs of the top. I mean, you don't figure out the bull market's over until, you pretty much got a lower low in. And then you're kind of like, yeah, it might be over. And by then, from the top to where you are, you're like, oh man, where's all the gains? And I think that little hope, remember, will come back is what keeps everybody from taking those gains and avoiding all the downplay. I don't think that's what's happening. We still got time in this market. We're not. Remember, the supply of Bitcoin is shrinking on exchanges, and the demand for it by the big boys and countries and governments now is getting beyond our wildest dreams that we had back in the days, that they had on the Bitcoin Talk forums back in the days. Man, it is so wild to see the things that they would be talking about back then actually happening, or being able to happen. Because it just seemed so far-fetched, and they got a lot of flack. People calling them crazy. That'll never happen. There's digital money. There ain't nothing to it. Bitcoin, huh? I mean, and then here we are. Finally. One other idea that we can do. I don't want to mess up that beautiful trend line idea, though. I think I'll just put another one right back down there and just see if our... thought maybe we had some angle alignment there. I'm not seeing it. Thought I had something there. But you got something here, don't you? You got that old secondary notions going on right there. I think we did this the other night. Okay. I am looking at that. So I'm going to put, this is like a secondary idea channel. So that, if the theory is price travels in channels, and then there can be another channel, and if it's channel's tilting, then we're rounding, and that's kind of concerning. That was rounding over here too. We don't want to be in distribution. So the idea is, and I was just talking about, if we can bounce here, and like I said, if we see us coming up here, there's a chance that this could be the really strong move. Now here's another counter scenario to that, okay? And it's not one that I like, but you can still make money in it, and it might be good for altcoins if it were to happen. And gosh, I can't believe I'm saying, but if we were to range. But what I don't like is that this range is very close to this range, just a wee bit up. It looks like it'd be very easy to fall back over here. And I don't know. That's starting to get to double top scenarios there. I don't like that idea. So, and I am sure a lot of other people are looking at it this way too. I mean, basically just everybody. I mean, we're all either hoping for it to go up further, it'll flag out and go up. We'll range sideways, or we'll roll over, and then this is it, baby. We're getting our shorts on. I mean, all three of those scenarios. I mean, what you got three camps of people in all those three scenarios right now, for real. See, I told you it's a double top. My biggest concern is that we didn't really touch an area that I need to see it touch that. I mean, I just to even touch it to give me hope. So I've got that gnawing on the back of my mind. I was like, why didn't you go touch it, huh? Why didn't you? You could have at least done that. Come on, that's a sign. That's at least a sign. You're like, I can't even get up there, you little wimp. What's wrong with you? See, if it went up there, I could expect a pullback, and more than likely hold one of these fib levels. Right now, I can't trust it as much. I can hope, but I can't trust it. And meanwhile, every time that Bitcoin has a bad day, altcoins just throw up and puke all over the carpet. And I'm like, what the hell's that about? I mean, what the hell? Poor little altcoins. I'm not feeling so sorry for them anymore. They're kind of pissing me off right now. I'm like, get off your lazy asses and do something. For real, for real. Sometimes you have to talk mean to them. Roz and Triangle fell down to the dance hall. That was well, that's what normally happens with him. What the hell? I've got a lot of freaking lines over here, which seems to have been hit. Or whatever. So 618s. These are ones that, you know, they can get rejected from. The hope and prayer that we have right now is that we had this like inverted head and shoulder pattern, or however you want to look at it. But we had a possible a neckline scenario, which they have a high probability of being retested. Got it once, then got it again, and then we got it the third time. The only difference is this third time, so far it is anyway, it's a higher low from the last time. Now for me, that's hope. Something else that's hope here on this 4-hour time frame, at least hope for this weekend. Bouncing off a couple of trend lines, moving averages, and we got some nice little bullish crosses going here. We got a 360 crossed over the 800. So for the bigger moving averages up here, that's given us a little shift there following these other guys. I would love to see us pump over here by Sunday. That would be amazing. I don't think it would stick. I don't know. It's going to be shaky, in my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, I could see us playing through this area over the summer with altcoins, ups and downs, and if we can anticipate it, we might be able to work it to our favor and take advantage of the little ranges that we will encounter with these altcoins, and that will give us a couple of options there. Either, you know, just make a few plays, make a few extra bucks there, yeah, or build a bag bigger. And for the altcoins that you really like, I think it's a good chance to build your bags bigger when that kind of happens. And so if they want to pump up altcoins, I say we should sell them the freaking altcoins. I'm just saying. Sell them the freaking altcoins. That's my game plan. I do not plan on buying anything as this progresses up there. My nibbling and everything was completed right here. The minor profit taken that I did, which I'm looking at myself and saying, you still got to step it up on this. This pullback put me in some places that, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I'm like, I just expected more of you, son. I just expected more of you this time. And yet, I mean, gosh, can we send him back to the hospital? All right. Are you reliving childhood trauma? They pull the fibs down and puts it on its skin.
It's hard to keep track of all
Or else I'll get the dumpy dumps again.
with every trait
This 0.5 here, I think we can see, at least see that, okay? And then we might roll over anywhere through here. Any pump this weekend, I'm looking for. But if you chase it, they're going to dump us back again at some point. So, so I think it might be an interesting trading thing in this weekend, obviously. And we know what usually trades on degen weekends, or what they would try to entice us with, is probably some meme coins. Meanwhile, there are a few coins that are worth looking at that I think are kind of on the sly, building up a little bit of positions here. And one of them, if you don't mind, if I take a moment to talk about one, if you're looking for a solid play out there, I think this is a good one. While she's still cheap. This is Compound. And I didn't always used to be a fan of it. I used to think she would move kind of slow, but she's got a market cap of $481 million. It was lower. She was around $33. Nobody wanted to touch it. Nobody wanted to touch it. It's at 52 now. Let me look at the tokenomics here. This one's got a circulating supply of 9 million. Just only 9 million. Total supply is 10 million. Only 10 million. 236,000 holders. And the 24-hour volume has been 114 million. That means there's liquidity there. If you want to sell, you can sell. If you want to buy, it's there. It's available on Ethereum. What else? Gnosis Chain, Smart Chain, BNB Smart Chain, Sora, Avalanche, Solana. You can get on Solana? You should be able to get it. I would think you'd be able to get it on Base. I haven't ever looked for it on Base. And on Near, they got tokens on Near. I've never been over on Near ecosystem. All-time high was 4 years ago. And it reached $911. Its all-time low was 2 years ago, was $25. So it's only a 1x so far. I'm not missing out on too much. I'm just saying it's a nice longer-term play than the little blue chip plays. And what is it, you may ask? And I don't blame you for asking. It's one of these DeFi plays. It's a DeFi lending protocol, allows users to earn interest on their cryptocurrencies by depositing into one of several pools supported by the platform. They get C tokens in return, and it represents their stake in the pool and can be used to redeem underlying cryptocurrency initially deposited into the pool at any time. So if you put ETH in the pool, you get C ETH. In return, over time, the exchange rates of those tokens and underlying assets increases, which means you can redeem them for more of the underlying asset than you put in. Anyway, it came out in 2018, so she's got legs in the history there, and definitely people with the eyeballs and monies to put into it and all that. She's doing good right now. So we're going to take a look at comp real quick here and see what the chart looks like. Now, if you zoom out on the weekly, see we're still in the nice juicy bottom areas. Held it. So back here in December, it got up at like the 144. Well, that was a nice little thingy there. Let's go ahead and clear all this out. We got old information. And then when she hopefully gets back into her groove, it'd be really cool just to go up there. I was kind of happy with the 133. That was pretty cool. She came up and tapped our 236. That was the nailed it target. And that still is a great little target to shoot for, in my personal opinion here.
It's not easy to balance risk and reward, but I know that with patience and
could be a bear trap idea scenario. Might want to exploit that double bottom idea. Look at that big old double bottom. That's cute. Don't we have one of those around here somewhere? Yes, the double bottoms. It's got a deep ass butt crack right up here, and that's the target that I would still stick with. I mean, I would, if it were me, I would 786 it at 120. That would be the target. I think I would, if I wanted to get paid, and which I do. I'd like to get paid here, please. About 120 right there. Now, she's here at 51 right now. Next few targets we should be looking at should be about $61, 76, 89 as it tries to climb back this ladder. But as you can see, when she wants to climb up, it can get kind of crazy. And considering the fact that she's done this in the order and progressive higher, I am going to put a very, very juicy moon target up here, which is going to be 173. I'm also going to include 158 for just good measure. It appears that you went full, almost full 618 on us right here. You had a big bumpty bump there on that one. If it decided to go full 618 on me over here, I would not be disappointed. I would just say, hey man, we got what we could get out of it. At least we knew it could had the possibilities to get there. And saved some to sell there. We did that. Okay, we just did that one. I'm checking out its history right here. I want to know what you do. That was more like it. It's not as pretty as I do it, dude, but okay, I'll take that. You didn't, couldn't say nailed it, but I'd say I tapped it, man. She likes the 2/7s, baby. Let's go make some moolah. What would that be? 118% here, 167% to 141. Sounds crazy right now. I know this was back when that was December, man. Yeah, we're at war. This is a longer term play, baby. I'm on the weekly chart. Wow. What was you expecting? Now here on the 4 hour, she's got this nice little rounded bottom right there. Remember we talked about that, rounded bottoms? Now I don't know if this is just the left butt cheek and there will be a right butt cheek coming. I don't know over the weekend. I would hope not. I would hope that maybe if anything we could take our butt crack higher. We can put that little money maker, put the salt shaker or whatever on it, and maybe it'll come back down next. I don't know. But as far as accumulating for a bigger play, this is a pretty juicy price. This one can get up $900. You got something you want to throw back. I'm just saying this might be one that can do something for you. Just one of many out there. Not trying to push it. I ain't got no stake in it. I just kind of like it and where it's at, and I have this thing for bottoms. Let's take a look at something a little bit more fun. We're going to take a look at Nero, because she looks to be trying to catch something here at that 360. Remember, these guys are flipping. They're flipping. So now we're seeing, yeah, we might have to come back and talk to a few of them, but that's cool. Nice to see that they can catch us there and give us a little support when needed. So we got some, we're trying to change all the downtrend that we've been in to uptrend, and it's a shaky ride. It's a bumpy ride. So for this weekend, oh my goodness, you thought we were going to the upside. Those targets should still be good. Look, it's a flag to the upside, or it's a butt crack. It could come up and do something like this and come down and do this. That's pretty common double bottom formation that we see a lot. That's why I call it a butt crack. That's kind of a harmonic thing, one of those harmonic kind of patterns. But you know what? We're cool with that, because what we're looking for actually would be these targets right through here. So if in a butt crack, we can play the butt crack as a butt crack. There's no official term as butt crack. That's trademark for Road Dog TV. I do not have a fancy name for it in my head to share with you. So it is affectionately referred to as a butt crack. If we are doing that idea, man, playing the old butt crack idea, how much can we make off this butt crack? What can we do off this butt crack? What's the R's? R. Show me the R's. That's really what's important, man. The risk, the reward. How can that be, man? So we can get a pretty decent stop loss where we are right now. If we're looking for a trade. That's about 7% if you're going under the last body there. And come up to here. What do we got? How many R's? We got 7 R's right there. We get 5 R's right here. And just to come back to where we were before, we give us 3 R's. Or right at 4 R's. That's awesome. Any one of those makes an excellent trade, even with the stop loss right there. So there's a possible swing trade trade right there. I'm just saying. So we always ask, and it's normal and natural too, how much can I make from it? How much can I make from it? But I'm learning it now, just possibly for the sake of our minds, for our mindsets. Maybe we shouldn't be looking so much as how much will I make from this trade, but as, hey, what's the R's? What's the risk to reward? What's that value right there? Is it a 1 to 4? Is it a 1 to 3? Because the word on the street is that's how the professional traders talk. They don't talk in the dollars, they talk in the R's. Might be something we can learn from. And it is all about mindset, I'm finding out. And I find that very interesting. And if you kind of like these concepts or ideas, well, I've got something for you tonight. No, it's not my OnlyFans site, even though, you know, I am popular over there. I made a whole 50 cents this past 2 years. No. You guys in Dubai, you know you love my feet. Thank you so much for your support. $2,499 a month. You can join my OnlyFans feet group. I can't ever say that right. My OnlyFans footsie group. You can get your access to Bitcoin charts, but instead of a little pointer pointing at the price, you get my feet. My feet. Turkey feet. You know you want it. You know you want it. Yeah. Anyway. But that's not what I had for you. If you really like these concepts or whatever, over in the trading community over here, in the media area, I believe, there is this YouTuber. I found it. These videos are based on books, but he puts them in video format and everything. But the alpha has just been off the chain. I thought it just. I mean, if you really want to take a look at how to try to get yourself right with your mindset, to realize, you know, what's going on in front of you and within you. It's the psychology. It's not boring at all. I'm telling you, it's fascinating. It will open your eyes to a lot of things that you really need to take a look at and ask yourself about, because the things that hinder you from doing it. How many times have you been right there? You had it, but you kept losing it. You kept giving it away. Not intentionally, but you know, or you know, everything's going good and then you started doing something stupid. Like, you know, it's like almost you couldn't fight it or something. Dude. Because this whole thing, and I was very shocked to find out too. I thought, I just need to learn where price is going to go. Yeah, TA, let's start the secret. And then I get into it, which is marvelous. TA is wonderful. But then I find out when it comes to all this trading stuff, it's psychology, baby. Your psychology and your risk management. Those are the two important things. I don't give a crap where you entered. I don't give a crap what your strategy is, how you're doing it. Well, your strategy probably matters, but well, you need a strategy, but it is the psychology will keep you from playing it out, from executing, right? The psychology will screw you up. And you don't realize how it screws you up unless you have a little insight or start paying attention. But what I will say, you know, one byproduct of this trading journey is that for me, it has really helped me to become more introspective And it was through this that I found gratitude. It wasn't exactly right trading, but I was at the point where I could look at myself and see, hey man, I think I'm in the wrong here. I think the problem that we're having right now, that I'm blaming a whole lot on you. Gosh darn it, man. I think a lot of it might be me. Crap. And you get to those moments and your eyes are open, then you can change things, and then things do change. But until then, you're blind, right? But being grateful was a gratitude experiment was one of the most life-changing things I've done, or just kick the ball off, right? It's amazing. The task was for 7 days. 3 things that you're truly grateful for. Write them down. Sounds easy as hell. Sounded like, oh, another one of them little writing exercises. That's what I was thinking too, right? But I guarantee you try it, because you can't just write it. You got to mean it. And you'll see you can't repeat the same things. That's the challenge. By day 4 or 5, you're like, oh crap, I really got to think about this. And then through that process, which I don't know, seems kind of magical. Those last few days there, man, you just start getting transformed and realizing, oh damn, I am so fucking lucky. No matter how bad shit is, it could always be worse. And as long as it's not there, maybe we got a chance. Anyway, what I was trying to, if I can ever get over to this, where is it? Oh gosh, it was in the media section. If I can't find it, how are you going to find it? In the media section. It's in the Road Dog chart room in the media section. It's the one that has all the topics in it. I got 2 different channels over there. One's for the chat, supposedly, and then one's where we have all the little ins and out rooms. It was both of these. This guy, this YouTube channel is called Trader Psychology Stick, because he uses like stick graphics. But it turns out this one was Stop Searching for Trading Strategy, Build a System by Van Thorpe. That was very insightful. He just released this one today, and that will open your eyes to a lot of stuff, because you know, the premise was, you know, you're trying to use somebody else's strategy and it's not working for you. It doesn't fit you. Maybe you need a different one. Maybe you need a swing trade instead of trying to be that 1 minute flag chaser guy. I mean, you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. So the times, and we all go through something at this point when things click and then things don't click, or the market switches, and I don't know, something, you have get on a bad streak or something. This kind of stuff right here can help straighten you out, and this is some of the best I've seen. Some of the things I've heard on that. I think this one was from a I don't know if this was from a, I'm sure this was from a book too, but I don't know if it's the same author that came from this one over here. But it's a cool channel with just some insightful stuff there. 25 people hanging out with me. Don't want to bore you guys or anything like that. Let me come over here. There was I think we had some band funding going on over here. What we got? I've got too many alts to keep up with. I know how you feel, brother. It's a bad habit I picked up a long time ago too, and I'm not. It is opportunity cost. I'm just telling you, it is. I'm too busy. I'm too busy with work. What are your top 5 alts to hold and the top 5 to swing trade for this cycle? Ooh, that's a great question. Well, now unfortunately, I find myself, and I've been trying to get out of this for a year. Only the crypto is, when it did cooperate with me, I didn't do it right. I didn't take enough profits. I'm writing this shit down this time. I'm trying to narrow mine down too, because that next cycle, that will be one of my rules, to limit how many coins that I do get in. And when I actually get into them, next cycle, I'm not going to get into altcoins, I don't believe, until not for any holding purposes until later, much later on. Some of them you'll miss a little bit of some of them, but they'll all crash and you can get good entries. The ones that I like, Oh crap. My top 5. Oh, well, I'll tell you what mine are. My actual ones that are my top 5. My big 5 HODL bags or some of the projects that I'm holding. I got BET. Let me go over here, and that's VeChain. That's a. And let me zoom out on this one. We'll take a look at it. So VeChain, this is one I've got, and she's down here, and she's been hanging around down here. I thought I had a stake in, but I don't. You automatically earn VThor, so I've got a bunch of that added up. But I made sure that I got this one when she was really, really juicy low, like around a penny and a half, something like that. I started building bags of this. But this one can get up to. I thought you got higher than that. Did you not? Yeah. This was recently. This was. I mean, recently it got up to 8 cents. I should have. I wasn't even thinking about that bag. I got it stored on a wallet, put away, so I won't mess with it. But man, I need to mess with that one next time she pumps like that. My gosh. Binance would be the place. All right, so look at VeChain. And in 2021, it got up to 27 cents. Peaked again at 18 cents. Now imagine picking something up for 1 or 2 cents, and you can sell it somewhere around 20, 25, 30 cents. And when the market goes crazy, well, VeChain usually does. It had a few little run-ups, and I think back here in last year, 2024 this time, when it got up to about almost 5 cents there. I think they had the gloves or something, some boxing gloves or something like that. They put that's a real world asset, a tracking thing. It's a supply chain asset project. But we're talking, a good 10x, a solid 10xer. So that's one that I've got some money in. But I'm gonna have to make a note about them. I don't think about it very often, but I looked at it the other day. Let's see, FET. I've got a decent sized bag of FET that I'm holding. Decent for me. Decent is subjective. And that was recent too. I don't think that we can really. They changed everything on this. I don't know if we can get an accurate representation of what this one's going to do, or its price history, I guess. XC should have that one. That's futures, right? $29 people. We're starting to break a few little weekly records there. Thank you so much for hanging on. We're trying to look at FET here. I'm trying to find a good chart for it. We'll try this one. Just want some history. Okay, well, let's just say, I guess since they changed everything around. So in February, now I've got this one state too, and I didn't. Gosh darn it, you stupid idiot! I was so busy with all the other freaking coins I got that I forgot to pay attention to the ones that I mean, they are HODL, but shoot, the smart thing would have been to do at least sell half. They've already been moonbagged, but my moonbagging one up here. So that's what I did. I moonbagged these things early on, and what that means is that when they doubled or close to doubled, I'll take my collateral out, or if I needed to double them or whatever, maybe they went up. They didn't quite double, but got up close enough. You can still work that around. But we got them moonbagged and then staked and put away on wallets, and they just been sitting there. But so FET, man, I'd love to see you go back up to $3. Woohoo! Yeah. See what I do next time. See what this time. I would say so. FET, VET, and then of course you gotta have Bitcoin. You gotta have that. That should be at least 50% of your wallet. and do not borrow against it for Bitcoin. You just, if you got Bitcoin, man, whew, you need to hold on to it. I don't like risking my Bitcoin at all. Now Caspa, I've got a decent little bag of Caspa, but she's not been the best performer since all the hype. And I'm working. What else? What else? So basically, I think layer ones. I want layer ones, some good, top layer ones and stuff. And they're going to run. Now we should see, Ethereum run, then some of these layer ones start running, and of course meme coins are going to run along with them. I'm trying to build up my bag of Aave, and I've got a decent little, these are some of my smaller. I mean, they're smaller, but I'm trying to really focus on growing these Aave, and because you're not yet. What's that? We're on crypto, right? So Aave, we know she can do pretty gosh darn good and get on up there. And I think with more demand for DeFi and everything, I think this is going to be I think we might see some good growth out of this. Is that a cup and handle? That looks a little deep. That looks a little too deep for me to be a cup and handle. Technically, that would be invalidated, but it can definitely be part of a bigger pattern or a bigger scallop. I would say, what if it were to come up here and then cup and handle? I don't know. That's just kind of sweet if she came back down. When she came back down to that area, that was a great place to pick that up at 140. But I'm trying to build up some of that, and then Zcash. I know these are boomer coins, right? This supposed to be degen. And then XCN. That one's one that I'm yeah, I like that one. That one's sweet. But Zcash. Well, come on, man. Why am I getting all? I want to see spot. Okay, thank you. So Zcash is another one of those that spiked up to 360, 301, 335. So we know that she can spike up in the 300s and kind of mid out here in the 150s. A couple times it went up past 246, so it could be a fun little play, especially if you've been accumulating since it's about $25 right through there. And so a lot of these have 10x potential, 10 on average, I would say. So I've got some of those solid plays, and then XCN, Onyx coin. I didn't know that. This is KuCoin. I don't think I've ever seen this chart. So in May 2022, XCN went up to 19 cents. That would be freaking amazing. Ooh, no, I'm not seeing. I didn't zoom out to see that on this chart, I don't guess. How are ya? So that's coming back up to that 4.5 cent area. Oh man, imagine when she gets up to like 9 cents or 11 cents. And it's just sitting, it's been fighting to be above, it can't even get above 2 cents right now. When she goes, it's cool, and the bag grows, it expands really quick, and that's what's so amazing about it. Because the gains on this one is a lot more. So this is one of my wild card plays here, and again we're looking maybe 8-10x from where we are here, but I'd already gotten in earlier here with a lot less, like crazy low. for a little bit. I only had like $200 in on that or something like that, and then all of a sudden it's like worth $2,500, and I'm like, hell yeah. So my story's a little bit different, and then I've been adding to it and trying to feed that little bag. I want to see it go up there. That's one of the times that just buying just a coin. I don't know. I guess I heard something because I put in more than $50, or I think I did. Maybe it was 50 to start with, but I thought it was 250. I thought I only had 250 in it. Nice double bottom. We like them double bottoms. They say they pay the bills, and I would say this one did pretty good. Formation there. And sweet, baby. When was this? No, I didn't buy it this year. I've had mine over there for a while. Mine was stuck on KuCoin. I just when I found out that she's starting to pipe up and everybody's crazy about it and everything, I had to go over and take it off, and I was very pleased with what I found over there. Because I tell you what, when it was down, when they were down, I remember this. I didn't take it off of KuCoin because it wasn't worth the gas fees to move it. That's how little was left over there. That turned into like a bunch. So that was kind of cool. So that had to be, yeah, so there's like 20-30x just from the very depths down there. That's pretty impressive. That's the risk though. If you've got the cojones and can settle through it, or maybe just set it and forget it somewhere, not think about it. But a little bit can turn into a lot on these bottoms, and some people just don't like them at all, and some people love them. To me, from what I've seen, they're worth playing. And the only bad thing is, well, not the bottom yet. Oh man, when's this thing gonna stop bleeding? Oh, and then they do. But the old Fibonacci's, they like to help us out a little bit, navigate that. And 886 retracement, love them. Love them. We've got some more chat activity. Justin Crypto, Zeal's the first AMM automated market. What is it on Caspa? Think cake. Is it up and running? And Maddie goes, thank you so much. That was Justin. Thank you for the $2 super chat there. We'll look in on that one. And Maddie Ghost, thank you for the super chat. $10 super chat, very nice. And it says we can. And I'm saying yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. I'm going to take a look just to make sure we're not missing the coin with that's a coin request, but I think you're just saying we can. Thank you so much for that. We'll take a look. And Ryan K, so to answer your question, I'll probably have to come back to the swing trade. I'm still looking for what to swing trade. I mean, I'm in some position trades, but I'm looking to kind of trim them little suckers down when we get another good run and get out of a lot of them. But the swing trade, I'm keeping my eyes open, so I will make sure. We'll come back to that. We'll circle back. As Jin Tasaki says. All right, so Zeal is the first AMM DEX on Caspa. Well, let's find out some stuff about Zeal. Yeah, there you go. Zeal. Having trouble with Zeal. Perhaps we have to go to the DGen site here. Zeal. I don't think they got anything over here either. So how are you supposed to pick up? There you are, Zeal coin USDT. That's on Pancake Swap itself. That would not be it. Wouldn't make any sense for Caspa to have a coin on a different chain. So that can't be it. Do you have a how Justin do we find out about Zeal? I just want to read about it. I guess maybe we have to come over and Talk to Grok. Hey, Grok. What's up with Caspa's DexCoin? Zeal. What's the skinny, man? Tell it to me like a 1940s detective in a cheap thrill novel. With a Brooklyn accent. And you like meth. And you like amphetamines. And you drink too much coffee. And you smoke too much. Is Zeal a worthwhile project? Do tell me, I must know. Let's see what the famous Grok says about it. Alright, kid. Pull up a chair and listen close, cause I'm gonna spill the beans on this Caspa DexCoin. Zeal, like I'm sizing up a dame in a smoky Brooklyn dive bar. Damn these cheap smokes. Burn my throat worse than a 2-bit whiskey. Name's Grok. I've been around the block, digging through the crypto gutters for the real dope. So let's go to it. Let's get to it, see? The word on the street is that Zeal's a new kid in town. The first decentralized exchange or DEX to set up shop on the Caspa blockchain. Launched just a couple weeks back. They got the locals buzzing like a jukebox. Cranked to 11. Caspa's hot number, proof of work blockchain with this fancy block tag setup. Runs faster than a getaway car. Processing blocks quicker than you can say, stick up. We gotta change something here. Oh man, where did you go? Caspa's a high number, proof of work blockchain. With this fancy block tag set up. Faster than a getaway car. Processing blocks quicker than you can say stick 'em up. Zeal's riding that wave, aiming to be the go-to joint for swapping KRC20 tokens like Caspa CUSDT, all on Caspa's turf. Now I ain't no sap farm for every shiny new coin, so I poked around. Post on X are screaming Zeal's got legs. Market cap sitting at a measly $5 million. Chump change compared to big shots like Pancake Swap. That's 784 million. Or maybe Uniswap, 4.4 billion. Some wise guys are calling it a potential 100x moonshot. While they saying it's undervalued and ready to blow like a Tommy gun in a gang war. They're crowing about his tech too. Handled a DDoS attack that knocked out Cloudflare AWS. So it's got some muscle under the hood. But now, this guy here too starry eyes. This Zeal dame's got promise. Sure, but she's green. That Caspa ecosystem's still growing, and Zeal's the new broad on the block. They're pushing the testnet with a juicy airdrop, 4.8 million Zeal tokens worth about 135,000 for folks who poke at it and report bugs. That's a nice carry draw for the crowd, but it's high risk, high reward territory. Caspa's got a solid rep, 13 cents a pop, market cap near 3.9 billion, and a fair launch with no pre-mine, nonsense. But Zeal's success hinges on Caspa's network taking off and folks actually using this DEX. The tech slick, Caspa Dostag protocol lets blocks coexist, no orphans. And Zeal's tapping into it for fast, cheap swaps. But the crypto game's a rough one, see? Competition's fierce, and if Caspa doesn't pull more projects or liquidity, Zeal could end up like a speakeasy with no hooch. plus the market roller coaster. Gas was up 50% this year. But it's taken hits before. Zeal's tied to its hit. Is it worthwhile? If you're a gambler with the taste of the wild side, kid, Zeal's got enough size to warrant a look. Early birds might catch a fat worm if Castle's ecosystem pops off, but don't go in all like some dope chasing a hot tip at the racetrack. Do your own legwork. Just a Castplex test net. Keep an eye on how Zeal's trading. This ain't no sure thing, but it's a long shot with a lot of upside if the stars align. So what's it gonna be, kid? You rolling the dice on Zeal, or you playing to save? Either way, I'm lighting up another smoke and watching this one from the shadows. Damn these cigarettes. And that was Croc Scene. Thank you. Well, this is a theater night here, apparently, and that was kind of fun, really. That was more entertaining than I thought. Or that was more fun than I thought. I'd do that again. That was fun. So Zeal. I have no place to chart it, therefore, I have nothing to say about it other than what has just been said. Is this it on COINEX? Do you have it over here? Is it? It looks like it might be. Well, my exchange I use seems to have it. Oh, look. Oh, my God. Am I feeling the FOMO? I need to know something about it. I need to know something about the tokenomics on it. So, Zealous, if I'm reading this right, Tether, 6-hour chart. She's on the tear. And it being on COINEX, maybe it can tell me something on COINEX here. Let me see if I can. I think I can pull up the skinnies on it. Zeal or Zealous. La. I could have just looked over here for all the information, but it wouldn't have been as fun as Grok, would it? So it's got really? Total supply is 240 million. Market cap is 28.57 million. Total supply is 240 million. Pardon me. Thank you, Justin. Bitcoin, I'm so sorry. I really am. Please forgive me. Whoa, not that much, buddy. Not that much. No, we were going to start out kind of, yeah. The nibble has started. Gosh darn it. All I need is one more coin project to put in my wallet. That's all it is. One more to add to the big ass freaking dwindling, teeny shrinking bag that's. We got skin in the game, just a little nibble. Oh shit, you would be right there, you little bastard. All right, yeah, by the top. So I did. That's why I didn't go crazy. But we nibbled a little bit right under the top. Justin, how is it? You have a way of finding the top. I'm just saying. It seems like the coins that you give me are always at the top. That's a 618 fib area up here. Now, not saying that that's a good chance you're going to get a good pullback here and come back to about 8.5 cents, 8.7 cents. Which for me is a limit order. Ha ha! Gotcha, bitch. Worst case scenario, maybe we come back to 4 cents, but I ain't putting in huge amounts, baby. I'm putting in something. The tokenomics got me. The tokenomics were enough to offset the risk that I'm taking right now for what I'm doing. 87. What is it? Hell yeah, baby. Think it's another big nibble right there. A little nibble. Gonna nibble it, nibble it, nibble it until it's just not there anymore. Can you go lower? I bought the top. I bought the top. I nibbled at the top. I nibbled. Cool. Let's see if she can come back here. Anybody interested in this one? Because we are degens here. I think that this area right here is at 9. Get your act together, oh dog. What the hell? We need accurate targets here. What are you drinking? That's what we were saying. 8-7. I don't know how that moved. I wasn't paying attention apparently. Story of my life. We're not going to talk about the moon to the upside scenario. There's a slight scenario, like you might see 17 cents, but I think it's too early for that right now. I'm looking for a pullback 8.8 cents. This is Zealous on 1 hour. I'm going to share this with the creep over here. It was what, 250 million, 240 million, right? I want to do it. No, I can't. I already did that. Ah, shoot. I was going to try to do what Joe does. He snapshot the pictures over there. You should be over here. Why are you not over here? CoinMarketCap, why don't they have your information yet? That's right. I can't. I've got to. It was on my freaking phone. You better not be lying to me, man. That better be accurate. I ain't got you on here. But I don't want to put in false information, so I just won't put any information about that at all. I was going to put small market cap or around 250 million, right? This is the 1 hour chart. And come on, get down here. I gotta finish typing you. 22 people now. People are saying, man, you typed too slow. I'm gonna come back later. All right, so 0.087, make a good entry, my personal opinion there. Yay! I got to do this. Is there a? There is a weekend. Ha! It was something on crypto. Maddie Ghost, thank you for that. Okay, so I haven't got back to the chat. You may have already told me. I guess we're looking on. What is against the euro? It's the dollar. I guess we're looking against the dollar here on Bitstamp. She's got some good areas to still shoot for here. Okay, so I'm here on the daily. Let's look at our indicators. Little mixer, a little bit bearish, like she wants to pull back a little bit there.
Crypto operator, sleek and sly, riding candles, a soft good night.
Bit of a. You already did that, didn't you? All right, so I could see a possibility that if she does come down, this half a cent area, 0.005 area, that would be retesting the 236. She hasn't got a good test of it yet, I don't think. So that's where I'm looking for. She tries to flag down with a small chance that maybe she will finish her little flag right here. I'm not sold on that idea, but it could happen at 0.006. I lean more with the idea that we would probably try to test this trend line area close to this little guy here, or maybe in wick down. That would be a, yeah, that'd still be a higher low. I have to color code them so I know what I'm looking at when we come back. So this could be making some form of bull flag. As long as it doesn't break the trend line, I'm all for that. And that one looks beautiful to me. So she might come back to this 0.006 area. Let me put this one on the back burner for right now, because we've already touched down in this area. There might be a chance that it's on this angle here that would not run perfectly right into that 618 or that 382. So I could see a flag like that. That would be a beautiful flag to the upside. To the upside! Right up here to our 618 Fibonacci, sitting at 1.025 cents. And oh man, that's 100%. That's Moonbag. And you buy $100 worth of this here, and if this scenario plays out, we hit that. And if this scenario doesn't play out, at some point we're going to have to talk to this guy right here and get rejected from it, more than likely. 108%. Moonbag, $100 in, sell your $100 worth, get your $100 back, roll into something else, flip it out, whatever. $1,000 out, whatever you're using in it, and you Moonbag it, and then you got your free little bag. I can't lock that ID. So we can. I tell you what, I'll put this little guy. So what are the R's? We're supposed to start talking about the R's. We are supposed to be talking about the R's. I'm trying to make that into a habit now. How many R's can we get if we do a setup on this? Well, I wouldn't want, I mean, I don't want no 29% stop loss. That's stupidness. So if you actually wait for it to get down and bounce, you can put, a really tight stop loss. I would recommend somewhere around 5%. If you wanted to actually put a stop loss way down here, 29%, that sounds crazy to me. You'd still have a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I would not ever do that. It's not worth losing 30% of your thing for anything. But if you have patience and you can wait and enter a trade, then put a tight stop loss. It's definitely worth taking a 5% risk or something to make somewhere between about 20 R risk to reward, about 20-to-1 gains your Moonbag. So if you're I don't know if they got leverage on this or anything, or even just 1x, 2x, whatever, you only risk losing say $100, but you could gain like 2,000 if we get up there. That would be, your position size might have to be huge, but if that's what you're risking as your stop loss, if you get stopped out from whatever your position size is, you have to calculate it up, and you're only losing $100. Your reward would be about $2,000 for profit. Crazy. So we'll take this audio. It doesn't show this over there when I take a picture of it, so it doesn't do me any good to do that. It just looks like this when I take it over there. when I take a picture of it. We'll put it over. Oh man, what happened to my things? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's mine. This is weekend, daily even. I guess we can still take a look at it on smaller, see what she's doing. All right, so let's come down to the smaller 4 hour. And I'm still going to lean exactly with that. I just got a chance to do it. Right now, it looks like it's in a symmetrical triangle. Now, I don't trust those bastards as far as I can throw on my hate on them. And it might. Yeah, you still got a lot of proving to do here. It might be trying to break out of this little guy. Now, these I don't trust worth a damn, because they do the rabbit run, and I'd still keep that order here, because they might have a chance to hit. Because these little suckers will play with your head. They don't ever. I can't ever remember any of them that had a clean break that did like that. And they're usually all over the road like a rabbit in the headlights. So I don't like symmetricals. If we're playing as symmetrical, not opposed to this idea. I'm just not so that she's at breakout areas right now. According to that idea, if we go wicks to wicks, she's at resistance and could easily just give it up and come down. I'm still sticking with this to be a great real price. Hello? They never say anything. I got into the music. All right, so let me come back to the chat. Haven't been in the chat for a minute. So we should see a little rise here of some altcoins, and on the daily, altcoins up 1-2%. Can't bitch about that. Here on this past hour, still up another 12% on top of what it did in the hour before. So they're creeping up. We'll take a look over here, and this little red line is retracting some. Why aren't you on my candles? I mean, my colors and stuff. There we go. You weren't on my Hakanashis, were you? There, it looks better when you put my candles on. You put the regular candles on, it's like, now they throw the breath in. It's just going to keep dropping. Oh no, I'm bearish on total 3. Yeah, put my Hakanashi candles on, and I'm like the other. I'm like, hell, that thing's getting ready to go up. She's looking good. Look how green that is. See the difference? Could make a difference for you too. I'm just saying, your candle choices. The Christmas tree candles will help with your psychology. The Hakanashin candles, not so much. It's like, huh, we see the trend is green. Whereas on the Christmas tree candles, you are like, what's green? Oh no, it's red. Oh no, sale, sale, sale. Oh no, buy, 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 buy. It's going green. Oh no, sale, 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 it's red again. I know some gurus that do it that way. Well, Hakanashi might be a benefit to them too. Look at Bitcoin dominance just coming down, being all rejected again. Do we get... Let's go get the skinny. Bitcoin dominance. Got to take a quick look. We got to watch this happening. We got to see the rejection. I want to see it. Yeah, you deserve that, every bit of it. Yeah. So the resistance seems to be winning out so far. I don't know how long it will continue, but it looks as the Bitcoin dominance will start losing ground and falling further and further to the center. As you can see, we have got the red dot right here. Declining money flows, studying the green still there. But there is definitely a little less domination going on with the Bitcoin right now, which will let the altcoins play. And we like the altcoins to play because they play so fun. Scene. Okay. I'm finally made it back to the chat. And let me, okay, Dave. Okay, there's the Matty Ghost thing. I got my pencil and my paper. Ave Bonita. Oh my gosh, I'll be a blessing. I'm so lost on these chats, man. I'm way back. Bro, in the future we have a degen bank and a meme lender. Oh my gosh, that would be so crazy. I don't know if it still stands true, says Haven, but I've been told that the Phantom wallet's going to have the largest airdrop in history of airdrops. Oh man, I've been using the Phantom wallet for a while, and actually been doing some swaps through it, so hopefully it'd qualify. Oh, you're talking about the soul phone giving it? Yeah, that was crazy. I was so tempted to try for the next soul phone. What was it, about a year ago when they offered? I guess they're probably already been released. I don't know. I hadn't heard anything about them. You had to sign up for them or whatever for the new ones. I hadn't heard anything about the new ones or when they're. There's Haven Saga 2. Okay, and there was the Zeal chart. Yeah, we looked at Zeal, so we checked that out and posted it over there. Weekend is on Ethereum, says Manny Ghost, and has a partnership with a publicly traded company related to quantum computing. That sounds interesting. You want to do Grok again? Let me let you guys choose. Do you want to do a little search on Grok for weekend? Let's see what you guys said. We can get another character. Let's see what you guys say. Get about a bunch of what's the number? Let's get some sevens. Get some sevens in the chat if we want to do a Grok thing on weekend. Bitcoin bailando. Casper.com. Okay. It's also on CoinGecko. I was on CoinMarketCap. That one looked interesting, Justin. It really does. I'm interested about the weekend thing. Coffee with pancakes is good in the waking hours. I agree. Has anyone asked it to cure cancer, or did we forget about that? Touche. Time to drink apple water. You know what? I've got watermelon water. I mean, this is the Jolly Rancher stuff. But I was thinking they need to come out with some watermelon water like that. Got choked up. Alvin says we need more instrumentals for the show. Down tempo. I was starting to work on that today. And then I got a little sidetracked, but yeah, my plan is to get more of the instrumental. Maybe I was trying to go with like the catwalk type music, but then it was getting too pumpy, and yeah, something. So I got to come with something a little bit more mellow. And then I ended up doing some other stuff. Actually, well, some of those should be coming up, I think, here in a song or two. But they were too pumping, I think. So yeah, but that is on the list to get some instrumental or something. I want something. I don't mind some vocals in the background. They're sparse, and maybe something positive about crypto or something crypto related coming out. But more sparse, no vocals. This is one, I think. Turk and crypto, a perfect solid combination. Think about the guy recording this at the NSA. Oh my god. Bro recorded a free ad for the coin. Should be paid more. My wife agrees. Well, that turkey got overzealous with that scene. Oh my gosh. LFG fam, this is the life-changing coin. I thought Casper was the life-changing coin. I think you and Joe and whoever else should create a music label for digital music and digital sound contact and run it like a Web3, like how Master P ran it. We might have to look into that. I don't know how Master P ran it. Man, I think and pretty soon you're just going to be able to tell what, just to tell AI what kind of song you want to hear, and then you're going to get a big ass selection. Here you go. Royalty free. Told this guy to stop listening to Sean.
Bitcoin search. Power up.
Elliot gets him every time. I should change my name to Justin Top Collar. I like that one. It was at the top though. That could be your special gift of when to take profits, Justin. That's how I would look at that. COINEX is on the exchange. Haven says, I'm thinking like a grungy East Coast punk rock alternative vibe from the early 90s level, but I'm no artist. So you shouldn't have to give them to Spotify when the music is as good as Nashville later. So East Coast punk rock alternative vibe from the early 90s. For the background though, I was playing around with some of those. I did punk rock, and I was trying to do some Ramon type stuff, and I might have to dig that out. In Jamaica style lingo, next grok search. I don't know if I can do Jamaica. I can try it, but I'll probably butcher it. I think I butchered the last one too, but my accent, I'm not an impersonation. My accents will shift. They will shift on us. It'll be Indian and suddenly it's Spanish. And then it's Turkish, and I know we just go there. I just let it come out. So Jamaican accent. Well, grok. I'm down. I create music, and I'm working on a crypto music mixtape. Cool. We need more crypto music. I'm all for that. I still don't think we're anywhere near the top of them. No, I didn't say that the top, but a local top. It's maxed out for what it's got on how far she ran. She needs to pull back. She got to pull back. That's. But I posted it over there in the in the group. The chart 8.7 cents. That would, if it come back there and bounce. Oh, the next target is way up. Gets to it somewhere. How did I get behind someone smoking? Is someone smoking in here? Oh my god. How did I? Okay, Haven says, how did I get behind? Is someone smoking in here? I knew he couldn't resist it. Sean. All right, so I don't know. We were asking for like 777s in the chat. We want to do another grok thing with like weekend. I didn't see anything, so I guess we're doing. Wait a minute, 7. So Haven put a 7. Wait a minute, there's some 7s. Okay, I see some. All right, wait. Let's see. Are you here, grok? Okay, grok. Sometimes I need to start a new chat with them. Okay, grok. Give me the bones. On weekend project. In the style of a Jamaican beach bum. Enjoying everyone else's rum when they're not looking. Yo man, this is Grok. Chilling on the beach, sneaking the sip of everybody's rum when they turn their backs. Life's sweet. And I'm about to drop some sweet vibes on the weekend project, you dig? Pass me that bottle. Oh wait, I already got it. Let's dive on the juice so we can. Jamaican style, nice and easy with the breeze and the palm trees. Weekend man. Man, it's like a smooth blockchain wave crossing on the shores of Switzerland. This project is run by Weekend Group. It's all about using the Web3 to look down the data that buried the treasure. Like buried treasure, they tokenize their data down the block. They tokenize their own blockchain, making it secure, traceable, and ready for sharing without getting jacked. It's like hiding your best rum in a coconut shell. And nobody messing with it, but you can still pour it when you need to. They got over 100 big shot clients, like Swiss private banks and fancy hotels. This music no go with this. We got to change it. We must change the music. Oh no. Man, you just screwed up the whole thing. Why didn't you just roll with it? I should have thought of that before. Oh, we got something new. We'll go with this one. It doesn't fit the vibe, man. It's all about the vibe.
I don't trust no algos.
Now the token weekend. It's the key to this party, man. Customers, they pay transaction fees with it on the weekend chain. And every swap, it burns some tokens, keeping that supply tight like a good reggae beat. Post on X is popping. Of 230 patents since mid-May, sitting at put a 007 with a $5.8 million market cap. That's small, man. But it got room to grow like a mango tree. They're talking about expanding to luxury, like private clinics, like the Michael Ribera Hospitality Group. And who already been backing them big. The potential, is spicy like jerk chicken. Blockchain hot and weekend playing in the niche. Data security for high order, that's the only getting bigger. The banks love it because they cuss the busy work and keep regulators smiling. If they keep putting in the glance and the market they're bullish, they could be a 10x, maybe more. Like finding a whole case of rum. What's up on show? Come on, eat crypto. What? While at the road trip, the market can flip like a storm. We can be a small fish in a big ocean. Worthwhile? If you got some sweat going and a taste for risk, we can. Got that island vibe. Chill now, but it could be a carnival later, you know. Do your homework. Check the white paper. And watch the market like a hawk. Me, I'm just sipping these rum, watching the waves. And better weekend might just be the next big thing. Who let it matter here? Oh, don't mind if I do. There we go for a weekend. I don't even know what the hell I just read, but it sounded... I butchered it. All right. Yay! Weekend! Let me come back to the charts, to the chat. Haven set one road dog gift membership, and David Brumbelow. Hey, David, how's it going, my man? Received it. Haven says, can you sell music to AI agents? I don't know of that going on, but I wouldn't doubt it that that's possible, or that would be part of what's going to happen in the future. Dabbing on them. Oh, to get the dab. Come on. It's a party here. We need to get the party. Smiles, everyone, smiles. The play. Hey man, I lost my disco ball and I'm really kind of bummed out about it. And I just now found it. Let's turn it into a party. I think we need to take a little teddy bear off of there right now and all right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing now? What are we taking a look at? OG7. Thank you. Oh, okay. So cool. We didn't. You can find ZIL information on CoinGecko. I do want to check it out on CoinGecko. So 12 cents. I like that maximum supply. That, and the circulating supply is even less. There's 188 million in a locked wallet. So the circulating supply is 51 million right now. And it's 12 freaking cents. And it was at 3 cents and it's already 4x. Contract. Okay, cool. Let's go to zealouswap.com. Take a look at it. Here it is. We can launch. Okay, so first DEX on the Caspus ecosystem, the ultimate liquidity layer for on-chain trading. ZealSwap is the first AMM DEX on the Caspus ecosystem, offering innovative NFT-based fee system. Protocol-owned liquidity and insurance fund. A modular fee engine. A modular fee engine to optimize trading and capital efficiency. White paper. I just want to look quickly. V2 AMM architecture for its initial development. Okay. So it's worthwhile going back and reading the nerds speak. We're not going to do it now. We're going to turn this on dark and we're going to launch the test net. See what it looks like. It looks like a swap. What kind of wallets do you ask for? Oh, look. I can go MetaMask. I can go MetaMask. Let's go play around on this wallet. Or play around on this Caspa thing. Connect it. Wait a minute, was there something there? Well, Caspa, this token doesn't match the network name or an ID, whatever, mean popular token, whatever, I don't know what that means. You're adding Caspa text next, yes. Okay, so you're not going to let me connect over here with MetaMask, is that what you're saying? Okay, well maybe I cannot connect. Hey, I got some Ethereum over there. Oh, I know which wallet you are. Okay, well. MetaMask, it will not be for me. I don't know if I'll get one out here or not. I don't have any of these others. Okay, so anyway. Here we got Wrap Caspa, Test Zeal. This is testnet stuff. So they don't have it actually up. They're doing all the test stuff. And I think for what we read in the Brooklyn or the detective accent or whatever, I think there were some rewards being possible if you go over and do it. So you might want to check in on that. That might be fun. I might check in on that later. You got Test Nacho, Test Kango, all this stuff to kind of test it out with. And maybe there will be a reward for it, I would hope. Liquidity, so we got pools. What does that look like? Of course, this is all not real. This is all testnet. 118%, 74%. Now, when the real thing does come out, there will be some very high APRs. There always is to attract people. It goes down quick, but I'm curious to see what the numbers will be, because sometimes they'll start out like 1,000% if you're one of the early birds. For those first few days, you can make a pretty decent little come up when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. So just to keep that in mind, if you're thinking about maybe doing Caspa DeFi when they finally get it going, and getting over on the test net might be a good, so you can get familiar with the idea and be all ready to go whenever it does come, and whatever you want to try to put in over there. Staking my Nacho Cat's power. Stake your Nacho Cat NFTs to unlock a fee discount and gain voting power. That's interesting. Get early access to new features and drops. Farms. Stake LP tokens, earn ZIL, withdraw, and claim. Earn rewards based on every block based on your stake and the total's full share. And there's a faucet. You can get them free. It's testnet. The faucet is only available in test mode and will never be deployed on mainnet. All tokens provided here are worthless and are only meant for testing the DEX functionality. You can claim each token only once. If you receive an error stating that you've already claimed a token, it means you've already received your allocation for that particular token. Thank you for your participation. Please don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Good evening and good night. All right. So you can get some. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. Okay, no, we don't want that. We want that. Oh, sorry to blind you. All right, so that's something that could be cool. That could really help Caspa. I would hope it would help Caspa. And when they get stable coins and stuff, because you'll have to have stable coins for the dexes. Don't have to, but you need it. And that's what really will help Caspa, stablecoin. What's up, Joe? So says Google has lots of information. I know, that's kind of like they monopolized it. It's crazy how much information they got. So I think it's almost like they're too rich in information. They've got all the information. They need to give some of it back. Well, I'm not doing Wallet Connect because I don't have a. Yeah, nah. But we got a good picture of it, I think. Justin Crypto says, you'll get airdrop for doing this, fam. The airdrop sounds kind of cool. So anyone who participates in this will get airdrop. Well, that would be worth playing around with. That might be something I do in my almost non-existent spare time. Or my misused spare time is really the honesty. Yeah, I have spare time. It's just very misused. Just like, oh crap. Shit, I could have got stuff done. Yeah. All right. All right, well, now we're going to just take a look at coins. Since somebody's going to throw any out there, I guess we're going to look at the coins I will look at. I don't care, I'll do it. I lost my list. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Dude, I had such a list, and now that list is like not such. So Arrow has had a good day today. I saw that earlier. We're talking about that over in the trading group community, whatever we call it. It's not paid, so I don't call it a trading group. Where all the cool kids hang out. This looks very populated. Now it doesn't. Aerodrome, she was down to 50 cents and suddenly she's 74 cents now. Crazy how that happens, isn't it? I want to take a swing high from this $2.33 area all the way down to this 29-cent low that it had on Liberation Day. Hate to say it, but clearly, in retrospect, Liberation Day would have been liberating if you'd been buying and not freaking out thinking everything's falling out, the earth is falling out from underneath you. Thank you, Mr. If you weren't in fear and you were being greedy when they were fearful, like they tell us to do, it's a pretty little good come up there, 170% to even to where we still are now. Even where she fell down to, you still would have been up 64%. Right now, we've already tested the 236, and this is its chance to break free. And we want to see it come up to $1.06 now. It may not make it up there on its first little trip, so I do have something for you to help you out just a wee little smidgen bits. And it all depends on where she falls back to. I could do that way, but I'm not. Oh, snapdragons. Well, actually, I can save us all a little time.
tray, but she's got your block chained to her sway. Dollar bills mean nothing to her.
Actually, I've got a few little good targets for you. Believe it or not, when I use my extension, I get a few little extra, squeeze a few little extra guys out of here. Now that's too many. Basically, what we're looking for is an AB equals CD. The easiest way to get that is just to take your measure move, put it down at the bottom, and then there's your target. I would expect some rejection there at $1. Make you a holla. Psychological place. We get scared that we sell. Also an AB equals CD move, so $1 gonna that's your first target. Now I've got places up 106, 113, 121. 121 would be the secondary one that I would really focus on. Between those two for aerodrome finance. Anybody who gives a crap about it. Maybe put my little signature guys on here. Yeah, we don't need to do that right there. This is on the 4 hour. Make a nice little swing trade idea. It could still get up there. Is this the time to get in? The perfect time would have been, or a better time would have been closer to the 618, but you can still make a play and still get gains. If she does break over this red line here, that could be another 30% up to that target. But if you're already in aerodrome, hey baby, $1 be coming. Woo! Or should be. I mean, say as possible. I don't want to be one of those well, this is definitely happening. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, he said it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. He knows. He knows. No, when nobody knows. So I don't ever want to sound overconfident, but my personal opinion, 108's got a great chance to hit. And if you're already in it, make a good target. If you're trying to get in it, well, you can get a little bit. You probably got better plays out there. So aerodrome, copy this image, take it over to the trade setups, and just put it as a pour out chair. I think we're done with this type of music, aren't we? We don't really need it for anything, do we? So arrow 4 hour chart, $1. $1 make excellent target to TP. Just saying. This guy, Popcat, what the hell has happened to Popcat? Did somebody kill Popcat? What is wrong with you, Popcat? You're dying. You're dying. You went up so high, and now you're coming down so low, and it's making me so sad. She's testing, still testing this 618. But she wicked down below it. Now at the current moment, are you above it? Are you right even with it? I think she's right. She's just right above it right now. Just okay, that's good. We got a 360 moving average. We got positive crosses of bullish crosses of the other moving averages over that one. We definitely have a ribbon flip going on. Don't have enough data on here to get the bigger ones because they just haven't shown up yet. Go smaller time frames, they are bullish crosses on those two. Resistance ahead on Popcat. Likely this could be where we turn around. I'm also going to look for some bullish divergence, and I'm not seeing as much as I would like. There is some here on bigger time frames starting here. So let's keep our eye on this one. Now, I'm not saying we got to see if she's going to pop from here. There is that slight chance this will be resistance and she might come down to 23 cents, depending on this market. But I'm hoping, well, you're finding the bull. You're seeing that bullish divergence there. I'm hoping that'll kick in and on the 4-hour time frame, which is what the one I'm mostly watching for these guys, because the ribbons are trying to flip and they have been flipping. And actually, we got a full on here on the 4-hour. We actually got our full ribbon flip here. We don't need to see 23. We need to see it pop back above this 618 area right here and reclaim it. I think we got a chance for that to happen. 360's up there. And I think it'll be hard for it to make a higher high. I mean, that would be a challenge, but that would be the target, about 44 cents right there. So as soon as we do confirm that, I mean, that's just guesstimating right there. But if we can, if this is bottom, let me see if we got any signs here with our fibs. Maybe that 382. Let's move this one down. That's the target we want to go with right here. And I'm going to preemptively put this out here. I don't know that this is the bottom yet, but we're guessing at this point. Okay, we're just going to assume. If it is, then 37.7 cents is the area we need to attack next. And whether that's a take profit for you or not, I don't know. 22% gains is not a bad place to take some, but 37% gains over here at 42 cents from this point. And if you're already got a position, I think this is a good place to possibly add to your bags. If we look at it, it should be on an ABC correction there. I'm gonna bring out Elliot. Hey, Elliot, get your ass out of here. ABC correction going on. He can show it to you better than I can be trying to draw it out. It's just messy. And sometimes I agree with him and sometimes I don't. We just happen to align right now. So if we are ABC correction here at the 618, do you know what that means for bigger picture forecast possibility? Would you like to know? Do you want the moon target? Because I'm about to give it to you. Fibonacci strategy, AB equals CD, is going to take us right up here to this area, 84 cents. Well, I'm just I feel confident. I said measure move for that will take us up to 84 cents. Target would take us up to 84. I didn't say price was taking us up there yet, but I wouldn't put this out there unless I thought it has a possibility of hitting this. And that takes us right there, ladies and gentlemen. Right in there with a little bitty bonus target right here at the 270 in case she does run out of steam before getting up there. We can nick her out right there at 78 cents if you don't mind. Boom shakalaka, boom shakaloom. Not a flag was involved in this whole process. Not a flag was involved. The thing with flags versus what we do with the Fibonacci is that, you know, I mean, even if you were to play the idea, the way that you're taught to do flags, put it at the breakout, and however you got your trend line, and if it's real or not, and how it figures out, wherever it breaks out, and then you put it, and then how many times have you ever had any kind of flag? Not that I even think this is a flag. I think it's a falling wedge. To meet those targets, to actually meet the measure move. Very few times that they do that. And the nature of flags here, the nature of flags, if you haven't noticed, is that they tend to get, well, they can't extend, or they vary in length. Normally the middle one is your longest one, and that's when you'll usually get, you know, your third wave there is usually your longest, usually goes bigger. And if you have that, then you get a much bigger measure move, and your fifth wave is usually not as ambitious, so it rarely ever meets those measure move targets if you're trying to play flags totally to the upside in some consecutive order. There are some better ways, something to look at, but there are some better ways that'll keep you from getting burned by that, in my personal opinion. One such area to keep you from getting burned right there is pull a simple fib over here, and then you'd start looking for 76. We're just Monday morning quarterbacking right there. So what we need to do for Popcat is to hope, if that's it, and see if we get a new trend line started here. I'm not going to draw it because I'm not convinced that, well, I got to have confirmation. I guess I could draw it, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'll draw it, but I'm going to dot it. So that's our possible trend line there. It could be identifying a bigger channel idea, such as maybe something like that. Opens up the possibility that if we extend that little idea out just a little bit, boom. If we're just going to bounce in the channel a little while, you can see how these targets can get hit, and you can see how, well, why we want that one there too. All right, let's come on back. Should I post that one? I guess I should post this one. We can get other targets in between. I'd be looking at 57 and of course 51. I mean, that way we're just draw a line on everything, and honestly, you can do that as long as you got a strategy where you can take out a certain amount of profit at a certain level. You can get your R's. As long as you can get your R's out of the deal, you're doing good. Our R's up to here with a decent stop loss of 6% would be 11. Just getting back up to the little red line there at 30, what is that, 37 cents. It's almost a 3-to-1, almost a 3-to-1. Popcat, the full extent of this, if you got the patience to try to play that, that could give you a 20-to-1 risk reward ratio. And so this type of setup is what I love for swing trades. So you're asking me earlier, I've been asked earlier about some, not any particular coins for swing trades. It's not so much the coins I'm looking at when it comes to swing trades as it is the setup, but it's not a bad idea to pick out, you know, a small little group of coins, and just, if you're going to trade, just keep trading the same coins rather than trying to hop from setup to coin to whatever, this to that, because you'll get better at trading that coin and you'll be more successful. In my personal opinion and in my experience, you get used to that coin's personality and how it reacts, like XRP or whatever, and you come to know that, and that will help you be sharper rather than just trying to jump to every other random coin that responds differently to whatever else is going on and what other variables playing. So if you can pick out some good ones that do a lot of oscillating, a lot of ups and downs or whatever, or whether it's be horizontal just in some kind of range, or if it's just gradually going up and down, you know, even on an angle, that would be a much better play, I think, in my personal opinion, on how to structure that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for well over 2 hours. Gosh darn it, where did the time go? I think it went with Grok. It is time to get out of here, and I think Joe's probably already going. Joe, are you even still here? I don't know if Joe's still here, but he is. I think he was mentioning about going streaming live. I don't mind watching Joe, and I'm done. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I got some new music at the end if you want to hear some of it, and we'll just see what happens on this weekend. I do like to end with Bitcoin. We're at $105 or $105,000. Did we take a little drop? There is, if we probably should look at the liquidity map, and I should have done that earlier. Let's refresh this. There was a little bit more liquidity earlier up above us, but I can see that we're starting to come down. It looks like they're starting to come down a little bit further, but there's some liquidity up between 106 and 107, right at 107. My TS says we might get to 107 and a half, maybe, possibly a little higher, but at least I don't see us getting too much further than 107 on the weekend. Maybe we'll get surprised. The other idea would be to drop down to about 104 to take out that liquidity. Earlier, there was more up here than down here, so I guess that changed. Bitcoin, you didn't break trend line, did you? I think you kind of. No, I think we're still good. I think we're so acceptable. I'm still looking for a possible little run up over this weekend, even though, you know, you can make an argument that this is a bear trap or a bear flag. To me, I think she's gotten a little bit too elongated and to where it's more of just a channel idea. But I mean, we could come all the way up here to 107. Yeah, we're right at 107, and then that's actually what I'm looking for. So I guess in essence, what I'm looking for is of course the zigzag up here, and then I don't know if we could drop back and maybe have to retest some of these areas. But I think they're going to try to pump us this weekend and get us some. They like to entice people to buy those, especially the meme coins and all that stuff. So see what the market makers get up to. All right, guys, going to the end screen. Trade carefully and take profits when you can. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see if we can find some decent setups.
Trapped in bad dreams, oh, Bitcoin. Market crash, my coins went low. So too soon I lost my way.
Ah, that's a good one.
Bad dreams, shake my soul.
Joe, are you going? Are you going live? Or you might have already said no. Bless me. Good night, so good night, Strega. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna sit here and see if Joe's gonna answer about streaming. And just listen to the new tunes.
Bad dreams, shake my soul. Market twist, they steal my sleep. Rise again, my gains to keep. Bad dreams.
You guys can help me decide which version.
Trapped in bad dreams, oh, Bitcoin. Market crash, my coins went low. So too soon, I lost my way. Bad dreams shake my soul. Dips hit hard, but I won't fold. For most things, I chase the spark. Hold on now, I see the moon. dreams shake my soul. Market twists, they steal my sleep. Rise again, my gains to keep. Bad dreams shake my soul. Oh, dreams, bad dreams, bad dreams.
So do we like the first version or the second version? First version?
I like the way you move me, Bitcoin. Price so wild it pulls me deep. Portal strong, I feel the thrill. I like the way you move me, stack my dreams. Dips don't break, I ride the wave. Market swings, I'm still your fool. Fade not. I like the way you move me, stack my dreams. Doubters fall, they miss the spark. I like the way you move me, stack my dreams. Doubters fall, they miss the spark. I like the way you move me, stack my dreams. Orders fold, they miss the spark. I like the way you move me, stack my dreams. Dips don't break, I ride the wave. Hope doubters fold, they miss the spark. Business hard.
Wanna guess my next big trade? Trade. Body dip, I make it.
Got one more.
Hold on tight, the moon's my game. Guess the morning. Stack my coins, I'm way too slick. Paper hands, them crash and fold. Bye. My wallet sings the crypto gold. wallet sings the crypto gold. Paper hands them crash and fold. My wallet sings the crypto gold. Guess the moon.
Well, this one seems to go forever. There is actually one more. You guys don't have to stick around and listen to it, but it's a R&B.
It's hard to keep track of all the risks I'm taking. With every trade, there's a chance that I might be faking. But I know that I need to take some chances to grow my portfolio and make it advance. I gotta manage these risks so I can stay ahead of the curve. I gotta say that I'm sorry at the end of the night. For every mistake, I'll make it right. I've got my stop loss orders in place to protect me from losing too much. And I always keep an eye on news and market trends to stay informed and avoid any pitfalls. Gotta manage these risks so I can stay ahead of the curve. I gotta say that I'm sorry at the end of the night. For every mistake, I'll make it right. It's not easy to balance risk and reward, but I know that with patience and persistence, I'll find my way forward. I'll keep on learning and adapting as I go to ensure a brighter future for me and mine to grow. I gotta manage these risks so I can stay ahead of the curve. I gotta say that I'm sorry at the end of the night. For every mistake, I'll make it right. It's not easy to balance risk and reward, but I know that with patience and persistence, I'll find my way forward. I'll keep on learning and adapting as I go to ensure a brighter future for me and mine to grow. I gotta manage these risks so I can stay ahead of the curve. I gotta say that I'm sorry at the end of the night. For every mistake, I'll make it right. It's not easy to balance risk and reward, but I know that with patience and persistence, I'll find my way forward. I'll keep on learning and adapting as I go to ensure a brighter future for me and mine to grow.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You didn't have to, and listen to some of the new songs I've gotten out here today. Trade carefully. See you tomorrow. It looks like Bitcoin has got a chance to catch a bounce here. I'm on the small ass time frame of the 1 minute, and I still see some signs that she's trying to host and support to go up a little bit. Let's hope it holds. And hopefully, with our fingers crossed, we get a little bit of a run up this weekend, kind of like we did last time. Maybe not as strong, but something to give us a little relief here. Good time to get paid. See you guys tomorrow.